sparkling, golden, pure, refreshing.
Oh, hey, now come on. Hang on now. Can't we just settle this over a pint? No. All right, then. Come on!
Chilled now, and Ingrid serves it in the traditional manner, from a pitcher with a garland of greenery. Mmm.
These guys find the kind of relaxation and release they need in a cold glass of beer. For them, only beer does it.
Grandpa's telling tales of yore. Bruce Q talks about comics more. Norm's got jokes that we adore. Hawk's our mascot, hear it roar. 3BeerMen drinking in the streams, laughing like there's no tomorrow. Hawk's loud score praising the bars, filled with joy, never sorrow. Grandpa's got his old school tricks, Bruce Q's latest adventure and more. Norm with laughs that'll mix, Hawk circles watch him soar. Beer cans clinking, stories unfold. Nights like these are pure gold. These memories bold, never sold. In Twilight's glow time behold. Everyone needs a night like this, full of stories can't be missed. Simple joys, pure bliss. In each sip, there's a twist. Men drinking in the streams, laughing like there's no tomorrow. Hawks loud spark raising the bars, filled with joy, never sorrow. 3BeerMen drinking in the streams, laughing like there's no tomorrow. Hawks loud spark raising the bars, filled with joy, never sorrow. Grandpa's got his old school tricks, Bruce Q's latest adventure and more. Norm whipping laughs that'll mix, Hawk circles watch him soar. Beer cans clinking, stories unfold. Nights like these are pure gold. These memories bold, never sold. In Twilight's glow time behold. Everyone needs a night like this, full of stories can't be missed. Simple joys, pure bliss. In each sip, there's a twist. In each sip, there's a twist.
Howdy, howdy, everyone, and welcome to another fine adventure with Cozy AF with 3BeerMen and our guest tonight, Hart Fisher. We're going to get into introducing him shortly, but first, let's say hello to the rest of our crew. Let's say hi to Cosmac.
Howdy, everyone.
What are you drinking tonight, brother?
All right. Well, in honor of tonight's theme of American horrors, I am going to have this. No.
What, are you going to chop your cock off?
Actually, seriously, I wouldn't drink that if it was the last beer on earth. What I am having is a beer that I've had on the show once before, but the name fits the theme. This is Munsterfest, and this is from 3 Floyds Brewing, the same brewery that brought me my last Monday morning headache in the form of Pillar of Beasts. And I warned Bruce, if you do find it, Bruce, you want to be careful for the next day. 13.7 ABV will kill you. This beer is actually my favorite style of beer. It is an Oktoberfest beer. So it is, in fact, a fest beer. Which means it comes in at a much more reasonable 6% ABV, as an Oktoberfest should. And yeah, contrary to popular
nice
belief,
glass.
Yeah, that's the Oktoberfest mug. It's appropriate for the beer. And yeah, contrary to popular belief, Munsterfest is not named after Herman Munster. It is, in fact, named after Munster, Indiana, the town where Three Floyds is located. So that is what I'm having tonight. It is a nice, rich Oktoberfest. You can see how nice and amber it is. That is how an Oktoberfest should look, smell.
We just had Oktoberfest here in Lake Geneva. So just last weekend we had, or this weekend we had Oktoberfest here in town, and good beer choice.
Awesome. All right. Back to you, Bruce.
All right, Norm, tell us what you're drinking. Say hello first.
Hello. Well. There we go. So today, I was going to get something from Rogue Brewery because they have Dead Guy Ale. But I didn't have Dead Guy Ale because Cosmic just had it like a couple of weeks ago on the show. So I decided to do something different. This is the only one I could find by Rogue. It was a hazelnut. I'm not a fan of hazelnut coffee, so I'm not sure if I'm going to like this one. But, or nutty coffee in general. And nutty beers
I'm just not a fan of nuts.
Yeah. The nutty beers are a little hit or miss for me, so we'll see how I like it. I don't have Rogue that often. But it
looks like a brown ale.
Yeah, it's definitely a dark. It's a hazelnut brown ale. It is a brown.
Yeah,
ale.
brown ale. That's
6.5% alcohol per volume, so it's not a crazy amount. And it's supposed to have toffee, malt, nutty, bitter, roasted.
I don't know, Norm. You seem obsessed with nuts. I don't know what's going on here, Norm. What's going on there with all the nuts?
Norm is just a nutty kind of guy.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people say that's because I'm from California, but there was a joke I knew about that. See, I grew up in Northern California, and now I live in Southern California because that's where they grow the fruits and nuts up in Northern California, and they all live down here in Southern California. So,
well, when I moved to Los Angeles, my friends all said that that's the land of fruits and berries, which was California, which was funny because when you get to California, you find out that it's actually super Republican. Everybody acts like it's not, but Ronald Reagan came from California, uber Republican, super Republican. Everybody talks about California as it's some kind of lefty fucking. No, it's not, guys. It's uber Republican.
For the most part, there are some,
except for Gavin Newsom now is that jagoff.
Well,
you mean Gavin Newsom?
The Bay Area up there is kind of that's the stronghold in San Francisco. But this is I grew up in the Central Valley, which is literally fruits and nuts. It's like Blue Diamond almonds come from the Central Valley.
No, I know what you're talking about, dude. I lived in LA for 22 years.
Yep.
So I drove all over California, and I love California. California is a great state. It's too bad that the governor has really wrecked that place.
Yep.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place to live. It's lovely. But we're not going to go politics. I don't want to go there.
No, we're not. We're not a political show.
I moved to LA 30 years ago this month. And before that, I lived for 20 years up in...
For me, Norm, I moved there in 1994.
I moved here in
I moved out there in 94, and then I lived there for 22 years. And then I moved to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin in 2015.
I moved here in 95.
Oh, there you go, dude.
From Central Valley.
And I was living in Granada Hills. I was in the valley. and I was right down the street from the Hollywood bank robber's mom's house.
I remember
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
So
yeah.
when they
That was
talk
in
about
North
that bank
Hollywood.
robbery,
The North Hollywood one. I
the
lived-
North Hollywood shootout, and one of my friends was one of the SWAT guys that took them out.
He shot him in the ankle. I was delivering tapes over to hard copy at Paramount at the time that robbery was taking. So they had all the scenes up in the control room.
Yeah.
I sat in the control room and watched that. And
dude, me too. Norm, I was about a mile away. I was working for an advertising agency, Samson West Advertising. So all of the ad guys, we were literally like a mile away from where that bank was. So we were watching the whole shootout live, and my brother was the manager of the Hollywood, Hollywood at Go-Go. It was a go-go
Right
bar, and a lot of the SWAT guys would hang out there in Burbank. And so one of the SWAT guys from that shooting was there that night talking to my brother about the whole Jesus. I mean, that's such a adrenaline dump of a thing. And doing martial arts, I trained with a lot of the SWAT guys in LA.
Oh, Master K over in Burbank?
No, it was Gene LaBelle.
Okay.
Go Korchavician, Hayastan Academy. And so Monday night was Gene LaBelle's night. And
oh, no. It was just getting interesting. Well, we're going to have to talk offline, but does he know he's or was that just me?
I think
Bruce, I can't hear.
Bruce, we're not hearing you either.
Hart, you're glitching, bro. You're glitching.
I think he's out. I think he's out.
He's glitched.
He's out. All right. Drunk Pinata raid. All right. We're getting a raid from Drunk Pinata.
Well, why don't you say what you're drinking, Bruce, and then hopefully he'll figure out his.
I'm going to give him a quick call and tell him to jump back in again.
Well, hopefully he just needs to reboot because that looked like a bad.
Yeah, that was
Out.
something. So.
Yo, bro, jump back in again. All right, let's see what happens. Anyway, so tonight I'm not drinking a beer. I'm drinking a THC-infused soda. And this THC-infused soda is called Orange Cream Puff. And it is 25 milligrams of THC. Now, when I was on Christie's show on Thursday night, I had a different one of these, and that was 30% ABV. And I only drank half of it, and I was blotto, bro. So I'm going to go tread lightly on this one. And he's gone, Jim. Yes, he's gone, TL Spuds. Absolutely. We're hoping he'll get back in here again. But I'm going to be drinking this THC one, and I'm only going to pour out half of it because I know 25 milligrams is what I normally would smoke in a joint. This is soda. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be going down a lot easier. But it's clear. It's a clear liquid. So there's no dyes in it, which is a good thing. And I just poured out about a third of it. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, that is tastes like a creamsicle. Tastes like a creamsicle with a little bit of tartness on the back end. So I have to be very careful tonight, gentlemen, or I will be 3 shades to the wind. And I know that Hart, who had joined us earlier, is trying to get back in. He was drinking a rum and Coke, if I remember correctly. So we shall see. But while we're waiting for him to get back in, why don't we jump into the chats and say hello to everybody out there in TV land or digital land, and we can thank people for their cookies and their gold pills and the raid from Drunk Pinata, bro. Thank you very much. Drunk Pinata just raided us.
Huge raid, but Yeah, we're still waiting for Magatic to come in. Magatic usually comes in and touches the chats that no one else will. Over at Odyssey and Twitch and Rumble and X. But we do have some people over at the YouTube tonight. And here, Hart is back. And
am I back?
Where is Hart?
You're back, bro.
Yes.
I swear to God, you guys, I don't. Okay, so I'm the head of the American Horrors television channel, and I get this shit all the time about why can't you get your password? I'm saying, son of a bitch! Just sitting here drinking a rum and coke with you guys, and the fucking camera just stopped.
Yeah, that looked like a video glitch from our end. We got an artifact that looked like an MP3 file or an MP4 file that ripped in the middle. So
and the camera's a gift from Ash Hamilton. Ash Hamilton is a horror director, so the USB camera I'm using is a gift from his son. It's supposed to work. Ah! I'm sorry, I'm gonna yell. Son of a bitch! Oh fuck! Shit! Fuck. Every time I do one of these, it's different. Okay, so I'm on I got this laptop from Max DeVille over at Atrocity Press, and Max is a hardcore techie hacker son of a bitch. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this not working? What the fuck? And it's, you guys, I go through this every podcast. I have 3 different computers. I move from station to station, and none of them ever work right. None of them. None of them. Oh! Okay.
Well, you're on now.
So we can have some beers. Oh!
And we all said what we were drinking, and you quickly mentioned that you're drinking a rum and coke.
Yeah, I'm having a rum and RC, actually.
RC. Got it.
Cola.
all right.
RC Cola is really good, man. For all the people at home, fuck Pepsi, fuck Coke, get RC, man. That's the first 2 glasses of it are the best. You know what I mean? Like I'm a movie guy, I'm a popcorn guy, so I make my popcorn on the stove with coconut oil, and I switch between different brands. But I'm going to say, hey, Orville Redenbacher, you fucking man, that's the best popcorn. And so I'm all about the rum and coke and the popcorn.
I'm kind of partial to the Trader Joe's popcorn. That's my favorite.
Well, when I was living in California, I was a big shopper at Trader Joe's, especially for wine. Mm-hmm. Wine was the best. Trader Joe's, they buy out like a whole lot. They'll go to a vintner and they'll buy the whole lot. And so the wine at Trader Joe's is goddamn good. And also, they get this awesome frozen pizza from Italy. So at Trader Joe's, they've got this. It's fantastic. It's like, I mean, most frozen pizza sucks. It just sucks. I'm not a big frozen food guy. I'm not into Hungry Man dinners, any of that crap. I actually cook. I don't have a microwave. I threw the microwave in the garbage back in 2000. And then my mom found out I threw the microwave in the garbage. My mom bought me a microwave for Christmas. And I only hooked it up for her when she would visit me out in Los Angeles. So I'm into food, like good food. And Trader Joe's had the best frozen pizza from Italy.
They have reasonable priced beers too. I think the last week's show, I think I got the beer from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, the peanut
The
butter.
price at Trader Joe's is great. They're really affordable. They're a great. I love Trader Joe's. Good brand.
But the popcorn, try the popcorn. I like it over Orville Redenbacher, by the way. So,
well, I try a couple different brands because I'm in Lake Geneva, which is a farm town. So I try out all the local popcorns. Mm. And there is a Wisconsin brand that I actually want to bring on American Horrors and make them a sponsor because I think they're really damn good. And they don't have the national recognition. You know what I mean? And with the American Horrors television channel, we do a lot of product placement. We do a lot of that kind of thing. Like, what can we how can we help publicize what we're really into? Because it's important. I feel in this age.
Hold on a second, Hart. We've tangented off.
All right.
Digressed. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. First thing we got to do is we got to read the chats. So bear with us a moment. Just hang in there because I'm going to throw it up to Cosmac and Norm because they've got to read into the chats, and then I'm going to jump into the pilled chats and say hello to everybody there because we just got a raid. But I do want to tell everybody that Hart Fisher is a real interesting kind of character. We're going to get to know him tonight, and if you guys hang in there, you will be mostly impressed with how crazy this man is. I thought I was crazy. This man makes me look like I'm tame in comparison. All right, so let's get into it.
My friend,
into the chats, and then you're coming in for the full show. So let's get into it, gentlemen. Cosmac, take it away. What do you got?
All right. Well, we were over at YouTube where we are live on the Madness Comic Network. And, of course, Pops is there, and he said, good to see you. Deepak is over there. She is watching. She had a message for Bruce, bye-bye tolerance. And and Woody M is with us tonight. Always good to see you, Woody. Making a comment there on our nuts discussion earlier. So, and he also said, can't get enough of that good old Duff. I was wearing my Duff shirt the other day, so. Indeed. So, although today for the Monsters, I'm wearing my Killer Rabbit of Cairnbanog shirt. So that's, if you're a Monty Python fan, you know who the Killer Rabbit is. Anyway, over to
Run away!
Indeed.
Yeah.
Over
have a
to D
holy
Live.
hand grenade of Antioch.
That's what took out the Killer Rabbit. Absolutely. So over on D Live, we have our favorite crew: TL Spud, Val Kimber, Bad Zoot, Peggy Dancer, Jayla17, Sleeping Stars, and John Rogers. Always good to see all of you. Thank you, Peggy Dancer, Jayla, Bad Zoot, and all others who dropped lemons over there. And I'll turn it over to Bruce to do us a favor tonight because we did get a late start and not read every single one of the 175 names that rated us tonight. Please just stick to reading out the people who have commented in the chats.
Gotcha. We got this all right. Willie Fix It, Madness Entertainment Group, Cosmic Grandpa, Subpack Vet, good to see you out there. Creative writer, Subpack Vet's other better half. She gave us a cookie. Thank you very much. A can. I'm sorry, not a cookie. A can. Thank you, creative writer. Appreciate you, girl. And then, of course, Drunk Pinata's raid with all 170 people that rated us. Thank you very much. If you're sticking around tonight, you're in for a treat. You're in for a real treat with this gentleman here. KOC, good to see you out there. And Ghost Pepper, what's up, brother? All right, so there we go. That was it for the pilled section. Norm, you got anybody else out there?
Well,
or was that it?
That's what I saw. Shall we do a real quick digression into our usual first topic, which is This Week in Beer.
Hit it up.
We usually start out talking a little bit about what's going on in
This Week in Beer.
This week. Indeed. And I did have one thing. I didn't mention it when we were talking about the beers that we were having, but Three Floyds Brewery has some very, very colorful labels. This is the Munster Fest that I'm having tonight, and I just thought it was interesting that this is the actual artwork. This is by a gentleman by the name of... let me get it here. Ricardo Reese. And this is some of the artwork that he did by commission for
That's pretty
Three
cool.
Floyds that appears on some of their beers. So,
dude, that's really good.
Yeah,
that's good. Nice artwork.
I believe he is also a comic book artist, if I'm not mistaken.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. So Speaking of Oktoberfest beers, which this Three Floyds is, I've mentioned Oktoberfest being one of my favorite beer styles, and I frequently show off the Oktoberfest that we brew at my former brewery. This is from my brewery in Pittsburgh. This is Penn Brewery Oktoberfest.
Grandpa, you're a brewer?
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
I'm retired now, but up until 2023, I owned the Penn Brewery in Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's oldest, largest microbrewery, established
Brother, I was
in
born in Pittsburgh.
1986.
A lot of people don't know that I was born in Pennsylvania. I was born in Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Well, in your hometown, there stands a German brewery that's been around since 1986. And I happened to mention on last week's show that Penn Brewery had won quite a few Great American Beer Festival medals over the years. And
well, I'm looking for somebody to do an American Horrors beer. I'm looking for somebody to work with to do an American Horrors beer.
I guarantee you the current owner would be into that. The current owner would absolutely... I could hook you guys up. He would definitely be... He would love to do a contract brew. But the distribution wouldn't get out west from here. That would be the problem, is he doesn't have nationwide distribution. He's really only east of the Mississippi.
As a worldwide television channel, I have hands in lots of different ponds around the world. So handling that is my forte.
Could be an option. Well, that could be a really interesting connection. In that case, this will be a really interesting story because, as I mentioned on last week's show, Penn Brewery has won quite a few Great American Beer Festival awards over the years. But what I didn't realize is that as I was saying that last Sunday, the day before last Saturday was the Great American Beer Festival presentations for 2025. And here is a little video from the Great American Beer Festival.
Moving into the Dortmunder or German-style Oktoberfest category. So seasonally appropriate. 186 entries. The bronze goes to Penn Oktoberfest, Pennsylvania Brewing Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Silver goes to
Penn
Fest Beer, Northwoods Brewing Company,
Northwood,
New Hampshire.
That's cool.
And the gold goes to Fest Beer, Glenwood Canyon Brewing Company, Glenwood
Dude,
Springs,
that's
Colorado.
really cool. That's really cool, man. That's awesome. I like that. That's cool.
All right.
Yep. So it's a good place to get your beer brewed. That's for sure. Yeah, Penn Brewery has won 15 total GABF medals since it was established in 1986. 4 of those were won under my ownership. One of those being the only medal that Penn Brewery has from GABF for a non-German traditional beer. All of our beers are Reinheitsgebot.
Should I say Cosmic?
Traditional German.
Cosmic, hook me up. Hook me up. I'm sold. You got me. I want to do an American Horrors beer with these guys. Hell yeah. And I'm in Wisconsin. So a big part of Wisconsin is they have the exclusive, like Spotted Cow, a lot of exclusive beers. So I'm like right there in beer country. I'm in. Hook me up.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will definitely make that happen then. All right. Well, also, a little bit of sadder news in this week. We've another legend of rock, maybe not as well known as Ozzy was, but his band was certainly as well known. Ace Frehley, the original lead guitarist and occasional
vocalist. Passed away yesterday,
of the
right?
band Kiss. Passed away actually on Thursday. So it's a couple days ago now.
Yeah.
At the age of 74.
I have a little story to tell you about Ace Frehley. He's a bit of a, well, pardon me, rest in peace, Ace Frehley, but you were a douchebag when you were alive. Forgive me.
Well, he may have been a douchebag, but do keep in mind that he was quite based as well. He was he was based.
He may have been based, but he was a douchebag when he came to his fans.
Well, Bruce, I have.
Well, that's
tons
the
of
same thing
stories.
they say about. Okay, so they say the same thing about Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I work in the music business, and I have never in my life of 30 years in that business heard a kind word said about Gene Simmons. Everyone talks about what a dick he is. I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I'm just saying, like, in my experience, I've never heard a good Gene Simmons story. Ever.
Just to be in a band like that, like Kiss, you have to have an ego.
Dude, I work with all the rock stars. I work with the guys from fucking Pantera, from Danzig, from Obituary. I'm used to being around rock stars, okay? That's not new to me. That's normal for me. Okay, the folks at home might not know this, but I'm the publisher of Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. So when he...
we lost his audio again.
First director. So I dealt a lot with musicians and music people. And so to say Gene Simmons is a dick, yeah, it's a dick. It's not because he's a rock star. It's not because he's famous. That guy has a real history of being a douchebag to people. For real. So that's where I come from. So to let the people at home know who I am, I'm Hart Fisher from American Horrors and Don't Press, and I have a lot of experience behind camera with a lot of these folks. Yeah, and I hold my water. So the stories that I tell you guys in public, you got to wonder, what am I not telling you?
Well, that's what we're going to get into. The things.
Well, we are there. Actually, that was a perfect segue. Hart, you took the time to introduce yourself right there, so I don't even have to do the introduction other than to say that I think you might be the first guest on our show who is so famous as to have both a Wikipedia page and an IMDb entry. We have had other IMDb entries on the show before.
Grandpa, is that a thing? Like, okay... To me, having a Wikipedia page wasn't like a big deal. It's full of lies. It lies. It doesn't tell the truth. The Wikipedia page is full of shit. There's bullshit in there, and I can't fix it. It's out of my control to give truth. To, like, where I'm born, like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm not born in Champaign, and assholes. Wikipedia. Thank you, you jagoffs. I'm born in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? I
can agree with that.
I don't know what I don't understand what that means. Like the notion of that I have a Wikipedia page. It just happened out of my control.
Well, I can certainly sympathize with that because the Wikipedia page for Penn Brewery is exactly the same. It's out of date. It's full of incorrect information, and in some cases, outright lies about previous owners. And and I can't.
Well, how about this? How come the Wikipedia page for Billie Eilish doesn't show her first director? Why is that being hidden? Why is that a secret that she grew up next door to the home of American Horrors? So American Horrors was launched next door to her. And so Billy is in the opening credits of the American Horrors television show. How that's a secret? Why doesn't everybody fucking know that? Long dramatic pause.
Yep. Why don't you? Well, that's because I was muted. Unfortunately, I have to unmute when I cough.
They just fixed my.
No, it's all good. I'm having.
They just fixed my IMDb page. For a long time, they had two entries on there. That one was from the '60s. That wasn't even me. and they just fixed it not too long ago. So
And
IMDb
dude,
is
Norm, they don't even have all my film credits on there. They don't have any of my film credits on IMDb. Fuck IMDb. They're bullshit. They don't have my movie credits on there. They don't have my TV show credits on there. I've been on Nat Geo. I've been on American Scary.
You got your picture on
90s channel. Jesus Christ. I've got Larry King. Protest marches on my house.
Somebody has to submit those for you, I think. You have to have an IMDb Pro and have somebody submit them for you. The only reason why I'm on there is because the projects I've worked on. Somebody on.
Here's the funny thing. How about this? Most of the movies I've been in, I'm Hart Fisher. Like most of the movies that I'm in, the character is Hart Fisher. I'm kind of in that David Lee Roth phase where I have such a strong personality that it's Hart. It's not a different character. Like I'm in this radio show called NPR-mageddon, and critically acclaimed in 30 different fucking countries. It's the last radio show.
Oops. Hart needs to unmute. That was an accident. Just needs to hit the unmute button. Hit the speaker.
Down at the bottom, the microphone.
Down at the bottom where the microphone is. There should be a red circle around it right now.
No, I'm good.
There we go.
All right.
You guys hear me?
That was a producer mistake. Sorry.
No, it's kind of funny because the universe speaks when I'm talking truth. And when I'm talking truth about things that I've done, like in NPR-mageddon, it's an awesome radio show. It's a radio play. And it's got 80 different voice actors. 80 different voice actors. And it's critically acclaimed in over 30 different countries, but you've never heard about it at all. It was in the top 10 comedy podcasts in Germany. Huge thing. And I'm playing Hart. I'm Hart Fisher in the role. I'm it's the last NPR radio show at the end of the world in Los Angeles. It's done by Peter Podgorski, and you've never heard of it, but it's critically acclaimed in 30 fucking countries. Top 10 comedy podcast. You've never heard about it, ever.
So let's go back to the beginning here because we kind of tangented off onto your IMDb page.
Sorry, Bruce, I go.
No, that's okay, bro. That's okay. Let's start from the beginning, where you started your career in entertainment in general, and then give us a quick what do we call the what's
I'll be the 30-second intro.
There you go.
Give me a 3, 2, 1, Bruce.
We got you in 3. We got you in 2. We got you 1.
Hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher from American Horrors. You might know me from the Jeffrey Dahmer comic books. Yes, that's right. My work has been seen by over 1 billion people. That's right. My work has been seen by over 1 billion people. I want you to think about that. Think about that. You've been shit upon by the guys at Monster, lied about my books, lied about my comic books, altered the comic books, didn't get permission from me to put the comic books into the Jeffrey Dahmer Monster series at all. But it's been seen by 1 billion people. I want you guys to wrap your head around that. My work has been maligned by 1 billion people. Think about that. That's pretty crazy. So I do the American Horrors TV channel, American Horrors, all day, all night, all horror. And it's on Roku and at AmericanHorrors.net. So I'm the horror show host of American Horrors. But I was most famous for doing the Boneyard Press comic books, where I killed the guys from Image. Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee. I murdered them. I killed them in Kill Image. Then I followed that with the sequel, Kill Marvel. Then I did the Marvel Can Suck My Cock t-shirts. I had a protest march on my house because the Jeffrey Dahmer comic book upset so many people. The police came to my fucking house. So I'm laughing when I see this shit about Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, poor Jimmy Kimmel, the poor millionaire with all his millions. Hey, Jimmy, did the cops show up at your house and tell you to leave town? Fuck you, Jimmy. Fuck you. The cops showed up at my house and told me to leave town. How about that, guys? The police showed up at my house and told me you have to leave town over a comic book that I put before a lawyer before I published it. I ran the Dahmer book through a lawyer before I ever fucking published it. And the lawyer said, "Oh, Hart, you're fine. You're good. There's nothing wrong with this book. There's nothing inactual in this book." And then all of a sudden, I got sued by the victims' families. I had a protest march on my house. I had police harassment. I'm not kidding, guys. The cops showed up at my fucking house and wanted me to leave town. Now, why? They said that their informants from the FBI were saying the KKK was going to counter-protest. There was going to be a protest march on my house. So the KKK was going to counter-protest against these guys. Well, guess what? My grandma's black. A lot of people don't know that. I come from a racially mixed household. So my Grandma Ruthie, is black, and I love Grandma Ruthie. And I love my Uncle Norman, who's black. Didn't matter. Race doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. It's about your actions. Actions speak louder than words, period. Actions speak louder than words. It's not about the color of your skin. It's about what you do as a human being. That's what it's about. So, the police said that the KKK was going to countermarch against these gag-offs. I fucking hate the KKK. I fucking hate racists. So I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm not running away. I'm going to be right here. So I had a band. I had a keg. I had a barbecue. And I put out a security fence. And we had the SWAT team there. All over this stupid fucking comic book. The Dahmer comic book.
What
Stupid
year
fucking book.
What year? What did that start? And what year did
1992.
One more time.
1992.
I remember the Dahmer comic books coming out. I remember because I was collecting independent books at that time. But we're not here to talk about the comic book so much as we want to talk about you and how you went from the comic books to having to sue Marvel and having to beat Marvel, and then how you.
I sued Marvel before the Dahmer thing happened. So before the Dahmer thing happened, and the Hells Angel motorcycle gang helped me. So the One Percenter Club, the Hells Angels, they had sued Marvel Comics over a book that was called Hells Angel. So it was Hells Angel, and the guys had their trademark over Hells Angel. So they sued Marvel, and they made Marvel change the book, and they won about $250,000. They donated that money to charity, and they changed Hell's Angel to Dark Angel, which was my comic book. So I'm doing my comic book. It's the one that I launched my comic book company with. Was my first book was Dark Angel, and it was half serial killer comic, and the other half was Bill the Bull. And so I went after him, and I won. I'm the only comics, and behind me, if you see behind me, this big giant guy with the arm, that's Bill the Bull up there in the painting behind me. So I beat Marvel Comics for copyright and trademark infringement. I'm the only comics creator to ever beat Marvel. You've never heard of me. They don't want you to hear about me. They don't want you to know that you could beat them. You can beat them.
Yes.
You can stand up for yourself as an artist. You can stand up for your rights. You can stand up for your fucking trademarks, and you could beat them. They don't want that out there. They don't want people to know that. So that was where I started, was with Boneyard Press and Dark Angel, and that was my first legal battle, was with Marvel, before I even got into the Dahmer stuff. The Dahmer stuff happened a year later.
Okay. Now, you're out of the comic industry, but you had a very interesting and eclectic career. Why don't you tell us where you went from the comic book industry?
Well, guys, I love comics. I love comic books. I mean, make mine Marvel. The Marvel bullpen. Enough said. I was that guy. I loved Marvel. I loved DC Comics. I loved First Comics. I loved Eclipse Comics. I read everything. Pacific Comics. I read everything. The Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. I read everything. I was an omnivore. I read everything I could get my hands on. So I love comic books. And I still love comic books. I still do. I'm happy to say that one of my guys, Frank Forte, is now the editor-in-chief of Heavy Metal Magazine. Yeah! I'm so happy for my guy, Gerard Way, who did the Umbrella Academy. I was his mentor. I'm so happy. Yeah, go get him. That's my thing. John Cassaday. I discovered John Cassaday. I developed his career. He published with Boneyard Press for 3 fucking years before he made it. And I marched him around to every editor I could in the comic book industry. And I fucking hand walked him around San Diego Comic-Con and introduced him to everybody I knew, because I want people to win. I want my people to win. I want my creators to win. And I care with American Horrors. So I went from comic publishing to TV and movies. So with American Horrors, it's the same thing. I'm discovering talent. I'm really good at that. I'm really good at finding and developing talent. Gerard Way, John Cassaday, Duncan Rouleau. You guys, I don't know if you guys know who Duncan Rouleau is from, I guess the big thing is Ben's 10 or something. Duncan started with Bill the Bull at American Horrors. Boneyard Press. I discovered a lot of talent at Boneyard. That was my thing. I love comics. I love the art. Okay, I love the art. So helping that artist get off the floor and get out there is really important to me. That's really what I'm all about. Is finding the next guy. It's why I do the American Horrors Film Festival. I have been doing an American Horrors Film Festival in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, and we've got 6 years for our belt. Well,
I want to hear about Boneyard Press, and then I want you to go into American Horrors, how you transitioned from Boneyard Press into American Horrors, because American Horrors is still on Roku right now.
Well, brother, I'm reaching about 5,000 to 20,000 people a day. Every day.
Wow.
No bots, no bullshit. Average watch time on the channel yesterday was 5 minutes and 54 seconds per viewer over thousands of people. Think about that. Average watch time on YouTube is 3 seconds. 3 seconds, maybe. So at American Horrors, you're going to have actual real human beings watching the channel. They're buying stuff. We've had a lot of really good ad campaigns. One of the things that I offer up to people at American Horrors is we're uncut, we're uncensored. So if you want to get your crowdfunding ad in, you go ad out, but you don't want to be censored by social media, you go to American Horrors. And we have a huge, huge audience. I mean, I'm not joking. We're worldwide. When you say, how did you go from a comic book publishing company to a TV company? It wasn't overnight. It was a journey. Okay, so I published comic books because I love comic books. I've been drawing comics since I was 5 years old. No joke, guys. I've been doing comic books since I was 5. 5 years old.
Yep,
And I've been
same.
selling comic books. My mother worked for the Department of Public Aid in Chicago, so she had access to a Xerox machine. So my mom would Xerox my comic books, and I would sell them in school. So in grade school, in high school, I'm selling comic books that I did. I'm a hustler, nonstop hustler. So I did these books, and I loved them. I mean, I was the kid that went to all the flea markets and stuff and went to get the comic books. I didn't care if the covers were ripped off, or there was a store in town, Benoit from Deluxe Tattoo in Chicago. That's how I met him. They had a whole box. It was the covers were ripped off, so the comics were 10 cents a piece. Because with newsstand distribution, the returnables, they would rip off the cover and send the cover back in and not, you know what I mean? So, God, I love comics.
Very good.
I'm
Very
such
good.
a nerd. I'm such a nerd about comics.
Yeah.
And so the comic books, to me, they lead right into the movies. They lead right to films. Like, okay, when I was directing porn, and I'm directing my very first porno, and I showed up and I had storyboards. The porn guys thought I was insane, but I had storyboards for the first porno I ever directed. Oh my God. But it leads into that. So like the notion of like where your camera is, how you lead the story, where does your viewer go? Where how do you do this? Comic books is a natural progression into film. And the real difference is, can you talk to people? Because a lot of guys that do comic books, they can't, they're nerds. They're at their storyboard all day. They're by themselves. They're being a director and making films is an interactive thing. Comic books is a very insular thing. You're by yourself. You're on your art table and you're drawing on your own. But when you make a movie, you have a team. You got your actors, you have your crew, you got your sound guys. It's a different thing than doing comic books. Now, to me, it made sense to go there. Like, American Horrors is the TV channel I wished existed when I was a kid. When I was a kid, as a horror nerd, getting his Fangoria magazine in the mail and the subscription to Fango and, God, what was the other one from, there was several movie magazines I was into. Cine Fantastique, maybe.
I used to get that.
You're getting these magazines, and that's when you're doing a movie or a show, you really have to interact with people. All right. So when you're a comic book artist, you don't. You're not interacting with anybody. It's a dictatorship. You're doing your thing. But the joy of doing film and TV is, okay, I would say a lot of comics is masturbation. It's not fucking. When you make a movie, you're fucking. When you're at home doing your jack off, you're just by yourself. You're doing nothing. You know what I mean? There's no interaction. And so film and TV, it's that excitement, that thrill. Like when you're drawing a drawing and you nail that panel, or you nail that line, or you nail that drawing, or that I love inking. It's lovely, but you're by yourself. There's nobody there in the room with you when you nail that beautiful line in your ink of your drawing or your painting. There's no one in the room with you. But when you're making a movie or you're shooting a thing, it's a party. There's a bunch of people. And so for myself, it seemed like a natural progression to go from comics to film. And I always love movies as a kid. Like, I do martial arts. I'm a martial artist. And so for myself, the first thing that really leapt out to me was Chuck Norris, Good Guys Wear Black. You know what I mean? That Chuck Norris movie, Good Guys Wear Black. That leapt out to me, and so I became a martial artist. You know what I mean? I was already a comic book guy, and my favorite comic book is Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. That was my favorite comic book because I was a poor kid in the South Side of Chicago. I'm not gonna have $1 million. I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna get bit by a radioactive spider and be Spider-Man. But God damn it, son of a bitch, I could be Master of Kung Fu. I could achieve that. And so for me, it's been a lot about like that, like living your dream. What are your dreams? What do you want to do? And so the comic books were first, and then also a novelist. I'm a writer. I couldn't stop. I had to do everything I wanted to do. I could not stop. And so I did comics, and then I did martial arts, and I am doing movies and TV. So to me, Boneyard Press to American Horrors was a natural progression. It made sense to me. And also, the great thing about doing television, I could shoot something like I just saw something at Spirit Halloween on Monday with a character I do. It's going to go on the air on Sunday, but I can shoot something on that morning and it could be on the air that night. So the thing about television is it's so immediate. I don't have to go through the process of I'm going to solicit my book and it's 3 months out. I got to solicit. I got to get my orders. I got to wait to hear back. No, I'm on now. And that's what you guys have right here with the Madness Network. You guys get to talk about what you're into now, not later, not 3 months down the road, not waiting for Comics Journal to come out with your article. You could talk about it right now. And so for myself with American Horrors, it's really satisfying. I don't have to deal with the distributor. I mean, I do because I'm on Roku and I'm on other different networks, and I'm nervous. I'm nervous about getting kicked off or getting chopped, because you played the wrong movie. That's a big thing with YouTube. The censorship on social media is insane. I can't say gun. I can't say kill, but you're going to put the Call of Duty commercial on where we're going to shoot all the brown people? Oh, it's okay to shoot the brown people. It's okay to bomb the brown people over in another fucking country, but we can't have a fucking horror fucking commercial? What the fuck, asshole? So, American Horrors is a real chance to be free. We're uncensored. We're uncut. Now, I don't put porn on. There's no porn on the channel. There's no hardcore dick and pussy. But it's free. And it's not political. There's no politics on the channel at all. It was designed. A big part of American Horrors came about when my wife was going through cancer. I'm a two-time widower, guys. So I've buried 2 different wives. So
sorry for your loss, brother. May their souls be blessed.
When my wife was going through her recovery from cervical cancer, there was nothing on TV that she could tune out to. It was all, this person's fucking over this person's an asshole, this person's a dick, this person's a fucking jagoff. There was no place to go check out. And so on American Horrors, I take a financial hit. I do, because I don't have starving kid ads. There's no starving dogs, no starving kids. I don't do drug advertising on the networks. There's no bad drugs. Prescription drugs killed my father, so I have a real problem with the modern medical establishment in America. That's my own bag. They killed my dad from prescription medication, so I don't run those ads on American Horrors, and I take a hit. I take a financial hit. I won't do it. I won't. And I run more public service announcement ads on my network than any other TV channel anywhere. I run more public service announcements on my channel than anybody else.
So how do you
Because
get
I
paid?
believe in the power.
How do you get paid for your Roku work?
Well, the Roku channel's free. So my advertising is I make my living from advertising. Okay. So if somebody wants to advertise on the channel, we're affordable. We do a lot with crowdfunding campaigns like Indiegogo and Kickstarter on God, what's the name of the book? Unholy Alliance, or God, I'm missing the title here. But we have a lot of that kind of advertising on the channel because I make it affordable. We're affordable, and we have actual human beings are watching. When you're on Facebook, it's bots. It's bullshit. It's bots. It's not people. So on my channel, I can look at my channel and tell you that every single time a commercial runs on American Horrors, between 50 and 150 or 250 people are going to see that ad. Every fucking time it runs, asshole. Not a 3-second view, not a swipe right, not that bullshit. They're going to see it. Between 50 and 250 people are going to see your ad every goddamn time it runs. That's real. Facebook is bullshit. I just got a flag on Instagram flagging me. I was talking about, I had a video up where I was critiquing how my work was portrayed in the Dahmer bio on Netflix. So I was maligned. I was lied about. And they put my work up there without my permission. They did not get, and they altered it. They Photoshop altered the covers of my books, including my own artwork. My artwork was Photoshopped illegally, thank you, on this Netflix Dahmer show. So,
did you sue them?
I'm putting my commentary on the show, and Instagram flagged me. They flagged me for inappropriate content where I'm only discussing how I got fucked on this fucking show. And they're flagging me. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a horror movie on YouTube or Tubi or what have you, and you want to reach a human being and you want to advertise without this shit, advertise on ours. We're cheap. We're easy. We're cheap and we're easy. How about that?
So
but how did you get into?
Wait, Bruce. We're
hold on, guys. I'm gonna refill. I'll be right back.
I was just
I'll be right back.
Hold on, wait, no, yo, Fisher, Hart.
I'm coming back.
We're taking a break. We're taking an intermission.
Yeah. And I want to thank
Cosmac.
I want to thank Spaz for the can.
Yeah, thanks to Spazzo Yeti for the can. And we're going to run this brief intermission so that we can all go get refills and do what we have to do. And we will be right back. Today's intermission is brought to you by Halloween beer commercials, starting with Bud Light for John Carpenter.
Sorry, guys.
ask for a light. Bartender, please, give me light. No, Bud Light. Bud Light, because everything else is just a light.
Elvira here, mistress of the dark and sometimes surfer babe, because Coors Light is the official beer of Halloween and the parties at the beach. Malibu Beach, where you can hang ten. Look, Frankie and Annette. And of course, when it's time to chill, just reach for that cooler of Coors Light. Aged ice cold, never frozen stiff. It's the right beer now for Halloween. Just look for the silver bullet smooth display and dig up your friends now for a party at the beach. Happy Halloween, dudes.
It's alive!
After a hard day in the lab, I like nothing more than a cold beer and a couple of videos. Bob liked it too.
Yes.
And now I can really kick back with Miller Lite and Genuine Draft in Halloween costumes.
And a special offer on a Frankenstein and Dracula dual pack from MCA Universal Home Video. Wherever you scream for Miller.
We need to unearth a few more cases.
There's a vacancy at the Bates Motel.
Norman, is that you?
No, it's Buzz McKenzie, and it could be you. Look for this display and enter Bud Light Psycho Sweepstakes to win a Bud Light party with Buzz McKenzie at the Psycho Mansion. You can even get a mug like Spud's at participating retailers. Wow!
That Spud is so cool, it's scary.
Filling beer that tastes great, Miller Lite.
Okay, Harry, grab the bud and I think we're out of here.
Right.
I want to drink your bud.
Hi, I'm Harry. So am I.
Well, there you are.
You are not going to believe this.
This Halloween, replenish your Bud supply. Pick up Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Dry.
What's your bud type?
First, you rip it open. Let the ketchup run, blood red. Then you pour a bone-chilling glass of Grain Belt beer. You've created your own Frankenstein.
We can hear you.
And we are back.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like I was
what you were telling us.
You know, that was awesome. That was so good. You guys fucking yeah.
So tell everybody, we heard you backstage, but the audience didn't hear you. So tell everybody what you just said.
Oh man, that was so cool because at American Horrors, my television channel is a horror culture channel. Like people think horror channel. No. Horror culture. So we play a lot of these kinds of commercials that you guys just showed. The Budweiser commercial, several of the Budweiser commercials, the Grain Belt beer, Hummer Dog. We play all those kinds of commercials on American Horror because at American Horrors, it's always Halloween. Always Halloween at American Horrors. So the channel's free. It's free. So it's fucking free, motherfuckers. And there's no commercials during the movies. And on my commercial breaks, and I'll say, hey, I've been doing an ad swap with Pops. So we've been running commercials for Meg TV on American Horror. and he's been running my commercials on. That's the way you do it. This is how independents, we work together. And the only way that we can beat the money is we got to work together. And that was a big thing when I was a comic book publisher, is at Boneyard Press. I had a whole deal where if you gave me a full page ad, I gave you a full page ad. And we swapped, and there was nobody involved. Swapped, building audience. And that's what we're doing because we love this. I'm on here because I love what I'm doing, and you guys love what you're talking about. And that's kind of the gag, you know what I mean? So at American Horrors, it's all Halloween all year long, and it's a TV network. So what it means is there's no commercials during the movies. It's not a video on demand service. It's not, fuck that. That's bullshit. You turn on American Horrors, it's water. You turn on the faucet, water flows out. That's American Horrors. And the goal was to create a TV channel that when I got home, when I was a college student, I want this as a wallpaper. That's what they call it now, wallpaper. So the idea is that American Horrors is meant to be your horror wallpaper. Put it on, just play it. And a lot of my friends that are musicians are always like, dude, I had to run out of my studio to find out what the hell you were playing because of the music. Because I schedule everything. Hi, I'm Hart Fisher, head of programming. So I schedule everything. So if I'm bored, you're bored. I know. I'm watching. There's no other TV channel.
When you say
ahead,
schedule, explain what you mean by scheduling something.
All right. So when I decide what's on the network, right, I choose what commercial goes where. So I put the Meg commercial where I know it will work. Unlike Paramount, unlike these other corporate assholes, there's who are you talking to? Who's deciding where this goes? I'm putting the Meg commercial where I know it will have an impact. That's the difference between me and another company.
That's the way the old advertising used to work on radio, on broadcasting before the internet. You know, when I worked, well, I work in advertising.
Screenbox is a robo channel. Okay, so Scream is a robo channel. A computer is programming that, not a person. I've got American Horrors playing right now. It's fucking right there. So if I'm bored, I know my audience is bored. Do you feel me? And so there's no other TV network like this at all. And I'm personally involved. And so when you say, what does it mean you scheduled it, Hart? Well, it's a playlist. It's a literal computer playlist. So I schedule it. And there's times where I'm hot rodding the channel. There's times where I'm programming. Oh, Jesus Christ, I got 24 fucking minutes and I got to get this damn thing up. And it's not done rendering. Oh, shit. It's not uploaded yet. And so I worked in Hollywood, you know, like where we had to upload to the satellite. We got to get this up to the satellite for the Britney Spears premiere of video.
They up to the bird. They have to get up to the bird. You know,
So my little brother did the visual effects for Britney Spears' the toxic video on the airplane where shit's blowing up, and he did all the visual effects, and that was a fucking goddamn, get the render out, get it exported, get it uploaded to the satellite uplink by midnight. And so I'm flying by the seat of my pants with American Horrors, and I like it. I get off on that. I really enjoy that. The notion of like, okay, so Karen Black dies. Bang, I'm going to play every Karen Black movie I've got in my library. You know what I'm saying? So I could be electric that way. I could be intuitive that way. I could be in the moment that way. What I decided to play on Monday might not be what I want to watch on Friday. And that's the thing. So I schedule it. And the way it works for me with American Horrors is we have original programming. So a lot of our original shows, they're on Wednesday night, Friday night, and Sunday. So it's broken up. So I don't tell anybody my schedule because there is no schedule. But the original programming... Go ahead.
Do you post it after the fact so that fans can go to your website and go, oh, this is what he played. That's what I missed. Something to that effect.
How about this, Bruce? Have you been there with your girlfriend going through what you want to watch and you're arguing and it takes about, I'm not kidding, half an hour, half a fucking hour before you and your girlfriend can figure out what the fuck are you going to watch?
Right.
No joke. It's called a doom scroll. So, about 8 years ago, I realized I'm the band. I'm the band. I'm the band. So when I go to Coachella, do I get a playlist from Daft Punk? No. I don't get a playlist from Daft Punk before I buy my ticket to the show. I don't. Does Danzig give me a playlist before his show? No. Does Metallica give me a playlist before their fucking show? No. No. No, motherfucker. You're going to show up at American Horrors and you're going to fucking rock. You're going to have a good time and you're going to trust in us. We're going to take care of you. We're going to take care of you. We're going to fucking rock your ass off. That's American Horrors. That's why we don't have a TV schedule. I found out that my viewership went up when I dropped the schedule. When I dropped it, when I completely dude, no joke. My wife was dying of cancer, all right? So she's the co-founder of American Horrors, Wakako Kawagoshi Fisher. And she was rotting out from cervical cancer and blood loss. Her body was not making blood. So as her sole caregiver, when we had 2 TV channels at that point in time. We had 2 channels. So I would be in her bedroom taking care of her, and I'd run out and I would get on Twitter and fucking put what's coming next on American Horrors and all that crap. And I found out that it was shit. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. It didn't work. At a certain point, her health got so bad, I couldn't keep doing it. I could not keep posting, whoa, coming up next on American Horrors. I couldn't do it anymore. She was screaming and in pain. So I found out the hard way that it's bullshit.
No, I understand.
The viewership for American Horrors blew up when I stopped doing the Twitter. When I stopped talking about what's up next on American Horrors. When I stopped that, our viewership tripled. I'm not kidding. Like, no joke. For real.
Wow.
And the viewership engagement was bigger.
Right, but all of us grew up in the era of TV Guide. Every week we got a new TV Guide. You could go to the local newspaper. And
Me too. No, me too, dude. Dude, I'm a child of divorce, so my father had the first VHS. Like, my dad had VHS deck before anybody else, and he had cable TV before anybody else. So in Chicago, it was on TV.
Right.
And my father would give me the guide, and he would record everything I asked him to VHS. Love you, Dad. And he did. I would give him a list of what to record on VHS, and I would show up. My parents were divorced, so I would show up on the weekend, stay with Dad, and he had all the fucking movies I asked for on HBO or on TV. You know what I'm saying? It was awesome.
Could I address the chat real fast because
we need to jump. We need to jump in and say something. Go ahead, Norm.
Yeah, we mentioned the can from Spaz, but we also got a can from Madness Entertainment Group, and we got a cookie from. We missed a cookie somewhere up there. I can't.
What does that mean? You got a cookie?
But $1. It's like $1.
Awesome.
Like $2.
More cookies, you sons of bitches. Send more cookies.
Creative Writer gave us a cookie way back at the beginning of the show.
But
we're getting a raid. What? Yeah, we're getting a raid from our
Warrior in the Garden.
Yeah, our guest that was on last week.
We had a guest last week, another fellow podcaster on our show, Warrior in the Garden, and he streams just about daily, and he talks about mostly politics, but he comes from a different perspective and a different point of view. In the meanwhile, just want to say, Sigurd, one is enough, bro. If I drank one more of those at that quantity, I'd be under the fucking table. Because right now, the 25.
Oh, man, last night this dude was buying me Jaeger shots. So I was doing Jaeger shot after Jaeger shot. And guys, I'm a hard drinker. But
bro, this is THC.
A long time.
This is just THC. It's not even a beer. It's marijuana THC, 25 milligrams. And I just drank this whole can in 45 minutes. I'm buzzed off my ass right now.
You kick it in?
It kicked in. Oh, yeah. Did you see? I've been munching away for the last 45 minutes. Dude.
Well, Sigurd also...
I talk so much that I talk over everybody, so sometimes I might not know if you're lubricated.
Oh, it's gone. I'm drinking water now because I'm so buzzed. I'm out of it. But, one can is enough. And, Warrior, thank you, brother, for jumping in. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Hey, you guys got a question for me? Anybody out there? Like, you guys, that are commenting and stuff, ask me a question.
We're going to get there in just 1 second, actually, because we're having a little banter here. But
and I'm cool. I'm fine. There's nothing off limits. For me, Bruce, there's nothing off limits. I fight for a living, so I'm fine. Words are.
I want to hear about your years working on porno. I mean,
that's an adventure.
We might have to have a whole other show for that, actually. So.
Well, Max Hardcore was one of my buddies. I mean, I worked in the adult film industry, and it was fun. I mean, dude, come on. Why would you work in porn? But here's the fun part about porn that nobody knows about me. I was married, so I didn't fuck nobody. I was with my wife. I love my wife, so I didn't dabble. Sorry.
But nothing to be sorry about. That's an honest.
I had my ass slapped a couple of times. That was all good, but I didn't bang any girls. I worked in adult films. So anybody out there that says, "Hey, you're only as good as your options," fuck you, you asshole. You're saying I'm going to be a cheating asshole as soon as I fucking have options? Fuck you. You're a dick. I was loyal to my wife. Fuck you.
I've known a lot of people that work in porn, and it's some of those girls you really don't want to sleep with. They
that's there too, but there's a lot of nice people. That's the other end. Nobody wants to talk about the other end. And there's a lot of really good people that are sex positive, that are happy, that are enjoying what they're doing. I'm all about that. I tried to walk away from victimization. I dealt with a lot of suitcase pimps. I worked in the extreme end of adult. No joke. All the crazy stuff. Skeeter Kirkhoff, Audrey Hollander, Max Hardcore, Jim Powers. You know what I'm saying? I was at the Houston 500 gangbang. So I've been around a lot of sex work, I guess you could say. And the thing that you got to remember is they're people, they're moms, they're dads, they're still human beings. You can't demonize them in their proclivity. Sorry.
No, I wasn't saying that demonize him, but you were right. There are a lot of people that are just family people, and they don't want to actually. I know some people that don't want other people to know that they work in porn.
I got to admit, I'm concerned about the OnlyFans thing. So a lot of folks seem to think it's okay. One of the things I worked on that didn't come out. All right. So I was working on a documentary called Anatomy of a Porn Star. And it was all about the male porn stars because no one talks about the effect on their life. Like, these guys were my friends. I knew these guys. And so doing adult films, you pay a price to be that guy, to be that naked guy banging the girl. It affects everything. It affects everything. And so in the documentary Anatomy of a Porn Star, we kind of chose like the guy that was on the bottom, the guy that was in the middle, that was a new guy, the guy that made all the money, which was Max Hardcore, which happened right before Max went to prison over some obscenity charges involving puke porn, which was bullshit. They really fucked Max. They really.
What about that Steve Driver guy? And what was his buddy's name? Dong. Are you familiar with the story I'm talking about? With the samurai sword?
No.
The samurai sword? I
don't know what you're talking about at all.
Steve Driver, he went on to set with a samurai sword and killed people?
Nope. Sorry.
All right. So that's something somebody's gonna. I think that's his name. I don't remember. He was.
So, are you trying to tell me that a dude showed up on a porn shoot with a samurai sword and killed people? Is this what you're saying?
Yeah, they made a movie about it called Mope, and a mope is like an extra in a.
Oh, Mope.
What?
No, I watched Mope.
What?
No, I saw that movie.
That was based on a true story. With
I didn't know that. I did not know that was based on a real story. But I watched it, was a Showtime movie or something.
Yeah, that was based on a true story. Steve Driver, I believe, was the guy's name. Mope. Yeah.
I don't think it was a more mope. They had a different word for it.
MOP. It was like or something. That was a.
Yeah, to get fucking kicked in the balls and shit.
I think that was the name of the movie. I'm not sure, but
it's a good movie. No, it's a good movie. Dude, that's a good movie, and it's interesting because I worked in that world. Like, I worked with that kind of subject matter. You know what I mean? So I felt that Mope covered it right. Like, a lot of times these films will come in their exploitation, which is fine. But I felt that Mope really, it got something. It got something in the film industry, the porn industry. Yeah, there you go.
It was
the bottom end, because an Anatomy of a Porn Star was about, like, you got the guy at the bottom, you got the guy in the middle, you got the guy at the top, and Max Hardcore was the guy at the top. You know what I mean? And this documentary never came out. I never finished it. I don't know where I'm going with this. Sorry.
That's all right. We can move. We can move forward. So you were in the porn industry for how many years?
I started in 1995, and then
still tied in, or you're out?
No, I'm Come on, you got friends. You got friends. You got friends.
You got friends.
I've been out. I left in 2008. Like, one of the guys I still deal with, and he's got a really cool documentary out, Matt Zane. So, Matt is a wild, crazy Satanist motherfucker.
Okay.
And I've known him since he was a kid, since he was a little boy. I worked for his father, Chuck Zane. So Chuck Zane was a pornographer, and I was doing video box design on that stuff with Chuck. And he brought in his sons. And one of them was Matt. I don't think Matt remembers meeting me in that way. Matt is from Society One, rock star, suspense artist, does a lot of stuff with hanging from hooks. And Matt's, I like his band. I think the music's good. It's good. It's satanic as fuck. God, where am I going? Where am I going with this? Guys, help me.
But I'm the one that's stoned out of my mind. So
no, you brought me. But why did you ask me the question? I'm talking about Matt, and I'm talking about Society One.
We're talking about how many years you were in porn, and now my question to counter that is, how many years have you been on Roku now?
Well, I left adult films in 2008. That's right around the time that my wife was recovering from cancer. And I realized that, hey, Hart, this is not a healthy environment for your wife to recover from cancer. So I pulled myself out. We were making all of our money from editing these films, like editing these adult films.
But you were in porn for about 10 years, give or take.
I'll say 12.
10 years, give or take. 12 years, okay. 12 years in adult films. How long have you been on Roku now?
10.
You've been on Roku 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you find that it was a much easier transition getting into Roku and the hoops you have to jump through as opposed to, when you were in the porn industry?
No. Sorry, let me throw this out. Having a Roku channel is no joke.
It's a lot of work.
2008, I worked for a long time to build the American Horrors TV network, right? So we started without Roku. There was no Roku in 2008.
So where did you start?
No Roku, guys. Sorry.
Right. Roku wasn't around yet. Were you on YouTube? Were you on what other streaming platforms?
I was actually working with a group of financial people to raise $25 million to be a broadcast channel. So the idea was we were supposed to be a broadcast channel. In 2008, I signed the deal to be a horror block for satellite channels. It was going to be for Europe, all like Paris, Sweden, Norway. It was going to be a whole Friday night block, American Horrors. And that's where it came from. The idea was American Horrors. And it was going to be a 2-hour block on Friday nights on these new satellite channels, right?
And you marketed it to Europe, though. It sounds like it was American marketed to
Europe. No, you're right, Norm. You're right. You're absolutely correct. It was for Europe. And here's the crazy part. With my history, with my work that's been banned, burned, and blacklisted, it was really crazy because this was a Christian network. Yeah. Bible. It was all about selling the word of God to the people in Europe. So the people I met with was a bunch of black Christian women it was all black Christian women. And I couldn't believe I was having this meeting. I'm like, what? Who? What? After all the stuff with the Dahmer book and all the different horror stuff I've done, I couldn't believe that. And they're the ones that said, hey, we want you to do this show, but you have to be on camera. What? What do you mean I got to be on camera? This was not the goal. I was not trying to be on camera. I wanted to make Chuck Norris action movies. Like, I wanted to do Good Guys Wear Black with Hart Fisher as that character, all right? So that was my goal. But these ladies were like, we want you to host the channel. We want you to do this. And so the American Horrors television show was born out of black Christian women.
But they needed
that
you
bad?
to be the face. They needed.
So wait, were they your founding members that funded your campaign?
Yes.
That's wild.
This is for
That's
a satellite
funny.
channel. And
Cheers
satellite
to you
channels.
on that one, brother.
Well, satellite
And
channels.
it came out of nowhere. I wasn't looking for it. My friend Jennifer, who's the voice of in the Garbage Man, my feature film, Jennifer landed a vegan show where she's a vegan chef, and she landed this show with this company, and they said, hey, do you know that it's involved in horror? So she brought me in to do American Horrors, but it wasn't American Horrors then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
well, that was the starting ground for what leads to become American Horrors.
no, American Horrors was already being developed by me and my wife because my wife was a translator and knew that horror, most of the horror for Japan was the translations were shit. They were terrible. Yeah. And so if you watch any fucking foreign horror film, you're going to understand that the translation makes a lot of difference. It really makes a difference on how you represent them. So
fine line between actual translation and What's Up, Tiger Lily. Where
I love that Woody Allen film. Good job, Norm. Good job, Norm. But so for us, we originally had designed American Horrors to be a film distribution company for Japan because my wife was Japanese and my wife was a translator. So we felt that we could deliver a better translation to the Japanese market. And then in 2008, I got the gig to do the TV channel for Europe. And then it led to a TV channel. So 2008, it was a show. It was meant to be a show, and it was drop dead. Like, we got to have X amount of episodes by this time. No, gotta run. There's no time to, like, wait. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you've got the deal. You signed the deal. You got to fucking get the movies, and you got to cut it. And then all fell through when the real estate collapse happened in 2008 and 2009. The real estate collapse happened, and this destroyed this whole thing. So now I have the American Horrors TV show done. 13 episodes, dude. 2 hours. Done. Cut for broadcast. Done. What do you do? So I was trying to raise money to become a cable company, and that cost $25 million. 25 million. 25 million? 25 million.
Wait a minute. Wait. Back up. You had to be your own network? Or you were starting a channel?
Back then, there was a difference between cable.
It had to be my own network.
And satellite networks. Like, satellite was coming out with HughesNet and Current.
I was going for cable. We started as a satellite show,
Yeah.
So we were supposed to be a satellite show for Europe, for Paris, for Norway, Denmark, all the
and Netherlands.
No, the Russian Baltic blocks were opening up, so all the Russian people. So we were supposed to be the big Friday night horror film on America Unleashed, and it was a Christian channel.
So you were supposed to
I'm
be like
sorry, I'm dying over this.
You're supposed to be like the Wolfman Jack or Elvira, of the, because that's what they used to play late at night on the old network.
So Norm, how about this? So all the people that protest marched my house were now asking to host TV show. How about that mental flip? How about that mind fuck? All of a sudden, all the people that told you were a piece of shit, you were a terrible human being, you were awful, and now I wasn't in front of the camera, okay? I was not a horror host. I was just a fucking comic book publisher guy that directed movies and shit, and I did porn. Yeah, you're in a room with these black Christian ladies, and all of a sudden they say, "You're the host." Huh? What? No, we want you, Hart. We want you to be on camera. What? Huh? Huh? What? I didn't even think that I was going to be the host of these things. That was not even in my fucking head. I'm just like, holy shit, I get to do a TV channel for a TV show for Europe? Awesome. No. They said, we want you on camera. Bruce, can you imagine that? Grandpa, can you imagine that? You're with the people that normally yell at you, that normally tell you you're a bad person, and now all of a sudden they've decided that they want you to be on camera. Can you guys, you tell me what the fuck is going through your head? All of a sudden,
kind of how I felt
you're the
when
bad
Bruce called
guy,
me and said,
now they want you to be the host.
So let me ask you a question. Do you know Sleazy P. Martini?
Guar.
From Guar?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Bruce. You don't know that I was supposed to publish the Guar comic books.
Okay, there you go. So he's got his own show too on
I'm friends with those guys.
Yeah. So I was in communications with him for a little bit. I used to do host bookings like this for shows, and I hooked up a friend of mine with Sleazy P. Martini. He was a diehard Guar fan, and Red Pill 78, Zach. I got him in touch with Sleazy P. So it was a lot of fun.
Dude, one of my favorite moments of my life is I'm at Fangoria. I'm at the Fangoria Chicago show in 1993, and I'm doing the Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ comic books. And so, Odorous Orengus with his dick out is walking by the booth, and I'm like, "Hey, motherfucker, where are you going? You need a Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ comic book." Hey, he comes back. Oh my God, he comes running back with his fucking cock out, all of it in full costume. Oh yeah, I want that Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ comic. Hell yeah, I want that. That was a gag I did all the time. I did that with Harlan Ellison, Clive Barker, Oliver Stone.
Didn't Odorous get Cuttlefish confiscated in Texas in '93? Because I think that's
I don't know about that.
That was Scumdogs of the Universe when they were.
Because I was working with Hunter from the Slave Pit.
Yeah, but Odorous that year, I think it was 93, was when Scumdogs of the Universe came out. He got Cuttlefish confiscated in Texas. And so when I saw him in Sacramento that year, he didn't have it. And they're like,
That's awesome.
and he had to explain how it got confiscated.
No, those guys, I love that band.
Yeah, that's
cool.
I'm a big War. I had Hello on vinyl, on red vinyl.
So,
No, they were published with me.
What?
They went with Last Gasp. We were talking about whether or not they were going to do the Slave Pit Funnies with Boneyard Press. I think they should have went with Boneyard. They made a mistake by going with Last Gasp.
Shit happens. Life goes on. But I want to just say
Bruce, you're right.
Real quick, Hart. We're going to actually, our show is over in like less than 4 minutes. So
holy shit.
Yeah, we burned through 2 hours already. We've been just bullshitting 2 hours. But it's been an interesting conversation, and I'm loving the back and forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to start saying our goodbyes, but I am going to tell everybody that we're going to get Hart back again, Cosmic Grandpa and I, because we're going to be with him on Christie's channel, Flip City Magazine, at some point in the
Dude, I feel like we just started.
Yeah.
Dude, I know, right? 2 hours just.
And Hart, could you stay for a little bit after the show? I have
Fuck
a feeling. I have a feeling we know a lot of people in common.
No, fuck yeah, more.
After the show, just hang on, and we're gonna teach you how to mute the background, and we can chit chat for as long as we need to.
The outro only runs a minute. It's no worries.
No worries. But anyway,
need to
I want to
redo that
thank
outro.
you very much for coming tonight, Hart. This has been an absolute blast, and I hope people go and follow you on the Roku because it is free. Those of you that are into American horror, and we're coming up to such an amazing time. Halloween time is right around the corner, guys. What better way to celebrate than listening to or watching American Horrors on Roku? So get your ass over there. How can people find you? How can they find American Horrors? Please tell us.
Hi, I'm Hart T. Fisher from American Horrors. You can find me on Facebook. Obviously, look up Hart D. Fisher. Look up American Horrors. AmericanHorrors.net. I got hijacked from my .com website. Fuck those assholes. But AmericanHorrors.net is where you can watch it free if you don't have a Roku. If you don't have a Roku, you could watch the channel for free. Now, what is a channel? What do you say, Hart, when you say it's a channel? It means you turn it on, it's on, motherfucker. It's on, motherfucker, and it's uncut. No political ads. No starving dogs. No starving kids. None of that bullshit. It's all fun. It's all horror. It's good time horror. It's American Horrors. Completely free on Roku or online at AmericanHorrors.net.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. So we've got somebody in the back there, Cosmac. Are we bringing somebody else in or not? You see, he's shaking his head no. All right. So we're closing out.
Bring him in. It's Pops. I see Pops in the background there. So. Fuck you, Pops! You son of a bitch!
So what the
bastard? Fuck you!
We'll bring him in to say goodbye anyway. So here he is. He can say goodbye.
Ah, son of a bitch! We got Pops on.
I came in for the after party, bro. The after party.
Well, every time I fucking called you today, you were in the middle of a stream. So how do I know you're not in the middle of a stream right now?
I'm not. Actually, I am because I joined this one. But Silverline's playing on the network, too. I mean, there's always something going on now, Bruce. Pretty soon I'm going to be like Hart, and it's going to be 24 hours a day. You know? I mean, look.
Well, I hope you got some. I hope you got some
Pops.
Tonight.
Pops. The stream is where it's at. Not the video on demand. That's the doom scroll. It's a live. You got to be live.
Yeah, the
as
VOD.
Soon as I have enough content, Hart, as soon as we have enough content to roll 24 hours, we've been rolling.
You've got enough content. What are you fucking talking about? How many fucking shows have you got, dude? What you need is you need programming in between the shows. You've got the shows, dude. You've got the shows. You need some movies or some short content in between to have a linear show. We could talk about that. We could make that happen.
Yeah, that's what we're working on is independent films. We
need to end the show, man.
Guys, wait till the show's over. We literally have to close out now. We're a minute past the hour. So
so can wait.
We don't have a hard stop. Right, we don't have a hard stop.
We need
but
to end
we
the
do
show.
have a friend that goes live now as well, and we like to push our audience over to him. So we're gonna say goodnight. Everybody gets to say goodnight.
He's not live yet.
He's not live yet.
But he sometimes waits for us, so.
But that's okay.
We don't want to keep him waiting.
Time still with 5 of us to say goodnight. So Cosmac, why don't you start the evening off and say goodnight to everybody?
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good
Thanks
night.
for coming tonight. It's been a great show. We've enjoyed it.
Norm, you're up.
Good night. Enjoy your beer. Drink responsibly.
Hart, you're up.
Watch American Horrors all day, all night, all horror, completely free at AmericanHorrors.net or on your Roku.
You heard it there first on Roku. Pops, say goodnight.
And when you're not watching that, go to the Madness on Roku.
There you go. Madness Comic Network or Madness Entertainment Group. Check us out on Roku. Check out American Horrors on Roku. You guys aren't going to be disappointed. I promise you, you're going to enjoy everything you see. In the meanwhile, for 3BeerMen, I'm Bruce Q. Wayne. Love to you all. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. We're not ready yet with Zosa.
And I'm drinking wine. What the fuck?
It's not quite ready to go, but God bless you all.
Son of a bitch, beer guys.
We've all been there. Yeah, don't whine about drinking wine. We've all been there.
All right, everybody. Cosmac, roll the outro. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Folks, time to call a night. Do what you feel and keep both feet on the wheel. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So till next time.
Move 'em on.
Hit 'em up.
Hit 'em up.
Move 'em on.
Move 'em on.
Hit 'em up.
Rawhide. Cut 'em out.
Ride 'em in.
Ride 'em in.
Cut 'em out.
Cut 'em out. Ride 'em in. Rawhide.
Let's get the hell out of here.